And it's like cooking. This is why I say raw ingredients. So like right now I
Right.
just introduced something like this. Let's call this like a piece of garlic. You
Hmm.
can't only cook with that. It's going to overpower everything. So,
Of
you said
course.
film references, right?
Yeah.
Or film compositions or storyboards, maybe from films that you love. Um, Garlic goes really good when you start to saute it with some onion and some
Yeah.
oil, and
Yeah.
you get your base down so you can cook other things on it. So I like to treat my client as like the piece of meat that's going to go in the pan.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
use my references as like the garlic and like the base, and then that way we're making something that's original, and we're literally cooking together creatively versus um, maybe like how fast food works. I don't know, like how it's just like boom, 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 boom. So
No, it's just that's a really cool analogy. It was really well said. Like I actually will use that. How I, whether it's thinking of a client or if someone approaches me about a project or I take on a project, that will be the piece of meat, right? Like the core, and then everything you provide for it will be like you said, like the oil, the garlic, and all the herbs and spices.
yeah,
Um,
and that goes down to, like you said, storytelling, right? So
right.
you can parallel that to characters and the plot and like the dips and valleys of what those people go through to get the audience to feel what that character is and connect to them. So I kind of parallel all of that stuff all the time with everything
Right.
I'm doing, in a way that I don't my aesthetic. So I shoot a lot with neon light. I shoot a lot with you know a certain style doesn't overpower the client that they become scared and say, you know what, if we shoot with Matthew, his style is going to overpower our brand and it's just going to
Yeah.
be the Mathew Guido show. I don't want
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want to say, hey, if you can take 20% of what I'm doing and apply it to your brand,
Yeah.
then that's going to lead you in a cool direction. That's going to be original. And that's how I've managed to protect my artistic integrity without being overpowered by a client and just saying, you know what, we'll just do what you guys want. And that's it.
Yeah, and then your brand, you're like, if I look at it, I won't even say that was he part of this project? Like you
Yeah, but
still leave that
that's
signature.
also
Yeah.
that's also helped me with dealing with people, with my friendships and relationships, because then you realize like, oh, how much of myself am I overpowering in a situation? Like I need to integrate a little bit better and like all that kind of stuff.